It's Adam on Static Steel Incision, and today we are going to be connecting the little legs to our main shooting target. So what I've done is I've already gone and bent them after I sanded them down, and then I put two holes, well, two dots, 1 inch apart. Now I'm gonna tap them with these little wire brad things. I don't really know what they are, but they're good for making holes so that I can screw them on, or screw through them. And then I'm going to do the same thing on the shooting target, and then I'm just going to hand rivet them together. So first, tap the holes out. That should work. Oh, you know, I should probably clamp this down before I start trying to drill it. Clamps can be so annoying sometimes. You gotta just keep spinning them. Stupid loud truck. I don't know if you guys can hear that or not. So I put a piece of paper towel on the top side of the clamp to keep from damaging the metal. It's always a good thing, you know, keep it looking pretty. As pretty as possible. That should be tight enough. Alright, I guess, yeah, I'll put some earplugs in. I'll be right back. Alright, so got my earplugs in, let's start drilling. Just remembered I want to make sure that this is above a hole, that way I can go all the way through. So it looks like I'm going to have to undo this clamp. Which way? This way? Oh, I don't even know. Hold on. No, it's this way. There we go. Come on, Mr. Clamp. Tighten it on back up, and we're ready to start again. Got a little bit of paper from the last time I was drilling something. Oh well, it'll come off. I'm going to go ahead and tap it a couple more times, just to give the drill bit something to grip onto. Come on. So that has gone all the way through now. Now I just need to finish drilling it through. Should probably move some of the paper. I just wanted it around it so it didn't scratch the metal. You know, against the table, because that could be bad, you know, having the metal look bad. I don't like that. Try going the other way. It's like whistling or something. That's probably a good sign. I mean, I'm still seeing dust come up out of the hole, so it's always good. Dust there. There we go. Cool. A lot of dust. Oh no, wait, that's my breath. Duh. I thought there was a lot of dust coming off the end of the bit because I was blowing on it. But no, just my breath. It's cold out here. I'm dumb. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and pause the recording, and I'm going to finish drilling out the other holes. Alright, so I'll bring it back when that's done. There we go. I paused it before I finished talking, so... Alright, so I know for certain I was doing something wrong before, because after switching the drill bit to spin in the opposite direction, I drilled the next hole only like that, and it, I don't know, maybe less than maybe 30 seconds. Yeah. I was doing something wrong, obviously. But I guess that's what happens. Alright, so right now, wait, which way does this go? This way. Right now, I have the first one done. And I guess I'll just go ahead and show you the holes since I have to undo it anyway. So here they are in the front. They're about an inch apart. Yeah, they're mostly smooth on the front, but on the back, you know, exit holes are bigger than entrance holes. So I'm gonna have to smooth that out a bit. It's not the easiest thing, but I'll just whack it with a hammer, use a little bit of sandpaper, something like that. Yeah, a little sharp too. So yeah, and this piece was different than the other one, because when I went and bent it, the little coating or paint or whatever this is came off on the bend. The other one didn't do that. So, I mean, it looks kind of cool underneath, actually. I think I would prefer that color. It's shinier, you know. Whereas this one, you know, it's just the gray, which actually you can't really tell. It looks, yeah, this one's shiny. Yeah. Now, I've got the points marked out on this one, although I should probably move them over to the right a little bit. Disregard that. It's just a little rust spot or something like that. And then, yeah, and then I'm going to have to drill the holes on the main part and then rivet them. So, I'll be drilling. then I'll bring it back. Alright, so I have finished drilling out the holes in each of my legs here. I also went ahead and did the 4 holes in the actual target. See, there they are. So now, what I have to do, after I, line them up and make sure that they worked with their holes, which they do, they line up like too perfectly. I didn't expect it to work. So now, I've got my hand riveter here, and what is this? This is probably the smallest size that this thing does, because there's 4 different sizes, 3 and 4. So, is this the smallest? Yeah, I guess it would be the smallest. So that's what fits this drill bit perfectly. So what I do is I stick it in here. Yeah, I don't know how many people have used a hand riveter before. It took me a little bit to figure out how to use this thing, and I still jump every time I use it because it's like squeezes and it just like pops off sometimes. So yeah, so I put this in here. I'm just gonna go ahead and hold it like this so that the piece stays in, because otherwise it doesn't lock in. And let's start on this one. So I need a hole above it. Oh, wait, I need to flip this over first. That would help. Let's see. Might be a better spot for the camera. Would that work better? Yeah, that would probably work better. Alright, just gonna line it up with the holes. I thought this lined up perfectly. Lines up perfectly on the back. Oh yeah, duh. Well, I can just put it like this. Or is this the wrong one? This is the wrong one. Hold this one. Alright, so now that it's lined up, if I can get it to stay lined up in my hand, I'd use a clamp, but I really don't feel like it. Alright, so I got my riveter here. Put it into the hole, and you just kind of squeeze it a couple of times. It's very difficult because this thing is so wide. Okay, that's gonna stay now. I hope. Right there. I really should be using a clamp right now. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna use a clamp. I guess that'll just stay like that. Where's the hole? There it is. Alright. Still over the hole. Alright, now. There we go. Like I said, kind of like pops off. And so, oh, I didn't really show you the rivet before, but let's see if I can pull another one out of this little tiny bag. So first they look like this. And, you know, they come in different sizes, and this is the actual rivet part. Not this. I thought this was originally, but it'd be kind of stupid. But when you're done, the end there pops off. Let's see if I can get it out. The end pops off, and you're just left with a little metal rod. Alright, so I don't really know what I would do with those little metal rods, but I keep them just in case they'd be useful for something. And what this little fat part on the end does is it actually expands because of the pressure that you put down on it when you squeeze it. So let's go ahead and do that again. Oh, and while I was trying to drill the holes in this other piece, I realized, yeah, I had it bent the wrong way. I had them bent the exact same way, and if they're going to be facing opposite directions, that doesn't really work. So I had to bend that the other way, and the coating came off of this one too. Unless it was this one. I mean, it did flip it around. Something like that. I think it may have been this one. But you know what I mean. Ow. Ah. Hit my hands together. Ow. Maybe I should put my gloves on so I don't keep hurting myself. I mean, because it is still a little cold out here, even though it's spring now. It actually just snowed yesterday. But, you know, it's cold, so hands are more brittle. Hands get hurt easier, which I think is so stupid. Like, come on, why? It's not helpful, nature. It's not helpful. So that's nice and secure on there. I don't know if you see it. Oh yeah, duh, you can see it. Just the filing cabinet's in the way. So there it is. It's sharp. Alright, so let's go ahead and clamp this one on. Gotta get the holes to line up first. It's always a good thing. Although I can probably do it after too. What? Oh, it came with my hand. Alright, yeah, let's try to line it up after. So let's get that in there. Come on, tighten. Alright. Oh, it really doesn't help if the clamp is covering the holes. Darn thing. Whatever, I'll get it lined up better after I tighten it. And come on, a little bit. That'll work. Okay. Tighten it more. Alright, got 2 more rivets here. That one, you stay there. Put it in the hole. One was a little bit more snug, but that's good. Get in this hole now. Let's try not to hurt myself now. There we go. Yeah, gloves do actually help. And I dropped the little rod. I need to sweep in here. Come on. Gloves also don't help. Oh, that one's a little snug. Come on, get your butt in there. Hold on a second. I gotta find my hammer. Scooch this over just a little bit. I don't feel like loosening the clamp, but I might have to. Yeah, I'm gonna have to. I don't want to bend the metal at all, so I'll just loosen the clamp, I guess. What are you doing? Oh, I'm turning it the wrong way. Might help if I tighten it rather than loosen it. Oh, the nose is running a bit. Come on. There we go. I just gotta take the clamp off. And I guess that's pretty much it. Get the legs on now. Turn it around. Pretty nice face to shoot at. Yeah. Might have to clean it up a little bit because there's spots and dents all over it and scratches. But so, excuse me. Rivets look like this when they're in. On the front and then on the back, they look like that. So yeah. And the reason I made this the back, I mean, even though it's cleaner, it's got this dark line where that piece of metal was. Here, hold on a second. Where this thing was. Yeah, remember prying this off? I like to keep metal just in case I can use it as scrap later. Yeah, so this will just stab into the ground. I can't really do it on this table, but it's bad. Kind of like that. And yeah, pew, pew, pew. Perfect for a BB gun. Alright, so I guess that's that. We will be starting a new project next time. And stay hydrated. See ya.